I'm gonna get cozy because this dream that I had is all over the place. So we was planning a trip. Before we left, I had made this. I don't know what it was, but it was like a pudding, and I just added two things to it. One was chocolate. One you can make chocolate, and one you can make vanilla. And I had them taste it. Whoever was with me, my auntie was with me. I had her taste it. Then I had my this one guy taste it, and he wound up liking it. He was like, this is good. And then I gave him a little bit. Like I had gave him some on his like arm, and he tasted it. But then he wound up wanting all of it, so I gave it to him. Cause I got more at home. I could just give you some more. I'll just give you this one. You can have this one. Oh, so we wound up making it to where we was going. We was at this place. We stopped by this house, and there was a few people there. A few family members was there. Um, and they was coming up. Well, I think it was at an apartment or something. But before we got to the apartment, there was this huge snake. There was this huge snake. When I say huge snake, this snake was, I would say, from the back of my wall, basically as long, I don't know the measurements like that. So I would say as long as my one, my from my wall to the next apartment's wall, like as big as the width. Is it width or length? The length of this building. Um, so it was huge. That's how long it was. Cause we was walking to the store one time. We was walking to the store, and I was going through this one alley that I usually take. So we was going to the store, and the one girl was like, "There's a snake over there. Like you might want to go another way." Or something like that, and it was raining too, so it was raining, and I seen the snake, I'm like, oh snap, that snake is huge, like, when I say that snake is huge, that snake was so huge, I was so scared, I'm like, wow, that is a big snake, like, it was really, really long. So then, like I said, I'm jumping all over the place, because one minute I was walking, and the snake was there, and then the next minute, the snake is at the place where we pulled up to, somebody's house. We pulled up to somebody's house, and that snake was, what time is it? Oh, okay. I seen the bus go past. I'm like, it ain't time for my son to go to school yet. So then we pulled up at somebody's house, and there was a snake there. You're talking about they killed the snake, but then it disappeared and I don't know where it went. So I'm just like this snake was huge. I was like, I don't know. I was just amazed. So then, um, I wound up going with this person to the store, and there was another person behind the counter, and the person I was with that I liked was flirting with that person. Whose bus is that? It is not time to go to school. It is 8:57. Oh, shoot. It is time for him to go to school. Dang. I woke up late. I'm going to have to walk him to school. But yeah, dang. That's how you know my mind was just like, all over the place. Hey, I got to walk him to school. Um, We done missed that bus. So yeah, we went to, so they trying to figure out where the snake was. It's on that part. So then somebody wanted to come into my door. And then we wound up being at the freaking apartment building. So we at the apartment building, we at my apartment specifically, and I'm telling them, yeah, well, they talking about, you're going to have to remove your rug and this and that. I was like, I'm not removing my rug. I had this rug since I've been here 6 years. 6 years I had this rug. This rug is not going nowhere. And I was explaining to them, like, when they get dirty, I go out there and I spray my carpet spray and I clean it, this and that. So my rug is not leaving my spot. So then he was like, yeah, I feel it, I understand. And I was like, I said something about, oh, we had to remove our rug because I guess the woman that was staying across the hall from me wound up doing something to where nobody was allowed to have carpets out in the hallway anymore. So, and I think I know what that. Well, it's a dream, but at the same time, I think I know what that refers to. So then, so if I get a notice about a rug, I think I'm gonna know what it's about. So yeah. So he trying this one pudding that one of my family members made, and he was like, I don't like it, but I don't know how to tell her I don't like it. So she came up one time. She came up and she was like, um, did you like my dessert? And he was like, he was just like that. And then she was like, why? Like, what's wrong with it or something like that. So she was going through all the ingredients, and then I was like, hold on, did you put milk in it? And she was like, yeah. I was like, that's why he doesn't like milk. And she was like, well, is he allergic or he doesn't like it? Because allergic is another thing, but if he doesn't like it, then, I understand. I was like, he doesn't like milk. So we wind up figuring that out. And then we wind up going to, so we was planning on going to this one place. It's like an amusement park, something. We was planning on going there. But then a family member didn't show up. So we all waiting for them to show up. But they wound up calling it off, saying they ain't going. So I was like, just because they ain't going don't mean we don't have to go. No, we can still go. Sure. We don't need them to have a good time. So we trying to figure out. So they just like, oh yeah, you right, we can still go. So then my brother wound up being there. Um, he wound up popping up out the flu, but he was just sitting around. And then there was another, well, like I said, it's a lot of family members that was there, including him. So then, I wound up, this guy, one of the guys that didn't like the pudding, well, actually, it was another, well, before we left, I had this bag of Doritos, and my son's dad was sitting on the couch, and he was like, yeah, and I love my Doritos, this and that, and I was just like, and I was playing, and I was putting these Doritos in his face, like, you want this or you want that, like, which one do you want? Because I was a giving person, so I was just like, you can have my Doritos, because I had another bag, but I was giving him the ones that I actually wanted, but I gave it to him because I knew he liked them. So then, I don't know, it's just, like I said, this dream is all over the place. It might not make sense. It was just a whole bunch of little events that was happening. So then, I'm gonna get to the part where I kind of felt awkward. So, like I said, there was this person behind the counter, and I was with this other person that was with them. That was, so I was with this person while they was shopping. And then another person behind the counter was flirting with the person that I was with. So that kind of made me feel really, really awkward. So I'm just like, I just wound up walking out the store because I didn't want to, I didn't want to see whatever was making me feel some type of way. So then I was walking with this guy, and this guy, we talking and this and that, and he was showing, like, he was telling me how interested he was in me, and then he was like, um, he basically said something that referred to my lips, and I said something, that referred to, being intimate with him rather than, kissing. I was like, well, you've been on my mind, this and that, and he was basically saying the same thing. We kissed, and I didn't like his kiss. And that just turned me off completely. I was like, well, that's that. Because I was just like, I didn't like the way he kissed, and the way he kissed just basically determined everything about him. Like, well, so I kind of tried to shake him off a little bit, but at the same time, like, he kept coming onto me heavier and heavier, like wanting to spend more time coming to my apartment, this and that. I'm just like, I'm not feeling you, but at the same time, I wouldn't let him know that. Just like, just a friendly moment, we vibing and this and that. So then, it was weird because we was talking about something, and then the neighbors across the hall kept their door open, like they was waiting for us to come over, or they was, they wanted to say something to us, and they had their door open, they was just sitting there, just sitting there staring, and we wound up closing the door. But yeah, that dream kind of reminded me, though. It reminded me of how I was. Like, when I kiss a person, um, and the kiss isn't good, then it's just like, that determines everything about, if that determines whether I want to date you or not. Because, um, if I can kiss you, if I kiss you and I don't like the kiss, and I'm just thinking like, I'm gonna be kissing this guy and kissing this guy, and I don't like the way he kissed. Not saying like it could be like, you know, his kiss can get better. Eventually his kiss um will get better or something like that. Like, the more we kiss, the more I'll adapt to the way he kissed. But at the same time, it's just like, if I kiss you and I don't like your kiss, there's something about your kiss that just turns me off. I will not date you. I will not continue to be intimate with you. I'm just like, wow, that shows it all. We're done. That's something about me. Like, I used to be that way, honestly. I feel like that kind of reminded me of how I used to be. It's like the little things matter the most. If we kiss and I'm not feeling the way you kiss, it's done. So then, um, so yeah, and then it kind of made me feel some type of way about, I'm in a store with my significant other. I would say we was talking at the time, and they just flirting away with this other person, you know. Then I stormed off. That's me basically making a decision or making my mind up that, I'm not this type of person that's gonna sit around and watch you flirt with other people, you know. I'm not gonna put myself through this. So you can sit here and you can flirt with this person, but just like me storming out that door, out that place, out that store, I'm walking out of this relationship right then and there, because that's something I don't tolerate. So the fact that I don't tolerate it, we are automatically done, because I see this about you, and the fact that I see this about you, it's just like, so it was basically revealing ways of, you know, how I am about a person or how I am about my choices, you know, and dating people. If I don't like one thing about you, then I'm not going to be with you. You know, if something ain't right, like I said, if that kiss ain't right, then that's basically the end of that. If I see you doing something, I'm preventing that situation right then and there because I know how you are. So it's just like, yeah, red flag, basically red flags of um, red flags showing me what I dislike about any relationships or um, what's going to stop me from pursuing those relationships. So that I got that part, but like I said, it was that snake, and that snake was super long. You know, and it kept disappearing. So it's like one time I was sitting in a room with them, but then I wound up leaving the room um, for whatever reason. That person also had a son, though. I remember lotioning up his son and stuff like that, getting them ready. So the person that I kissed that I saw myself with, he had a son. So like I said, okay, so I was walking out the room and I'm just like I'm turning on all the lights because I still remember that snake. That snake basically traumatized me to the point where I ain't sleeping without no lights on. I mean, I ain't chilling or sitting down without no lights on. It got to be a light because that snake was just a huge snake, and y'all don't know if y'all killed it. Y'all say y'all killed it, and then 1 minute y'all saying it got away. I'm just like that snake can be anywhere. So I'm looking. I'm just like I ain't sitting in the chair without turning on this light because that snake is something about that snake. That huge snake, it can pop up anywhere. And the way it was just chilling, I'm just like, I was so, uncomfortable in a situation. I'm just like, I gotta, you know, yeah. So that was my dream. I think I went through everything. I got through everything. Um, so yeah, I think that was everything. It was just everywhere. So, yeah. I gotta get my son to school. Like I said, we just missed the bus. I literally just woke up when I got on here, and I'm thinking like he don't go to school till this time, and I'm wind up figuring out like that was actually his bus. He's gonna be late. So yeah, I'm gonna talk to y'all next time, and y'all have a good rest of the day. It is Monday, and that is why I am so behind right now. So yeah, I'll talk to y'all next time. Like, comment, subscribe, be notified, and share at your own free will to show you care. So when I say share at your own free will, I'm kind of like share at your own free will. If you want to, you want to. If the decision is yours, the choice is yours. If to show you care, I just wanted to kind of throw that out there. I had like a little expression, kind of like, you know, I don't know. I was gonna make an expression with it, but yeah. Like, comment, subscribe, be notified, and share at your own free will to show you care. Bye.